In this session, we will try to do one calculator assignment based on button click listeners. Let us say my screen design contains two edit text boxes with hints enter first number and enter second number correspondingly, and a button which says add, and one text view to display the result. Here the requirement is user will enter two numbers in two edit text boxes and user will click add button. Then we have to display the sum of those two numbers as result in the last text view. So overall in our screen design we have four views, two edit text boxes, one button and one text view. Now in order to do this assignment, let me give some simple clues. In our screen design XML file, you have to take a linear layout as a root element. We know that root element will be relative layout. You have to remove relative layout and you have to take linear layout with orientation vertical. Remember, by default orientation will be horizontal, but here in our screen design, we are aligning elements on the y-axis. Here, this is y-axis. If you observe carefully, all the elements are touching on the y-axis. So orientation is vertical. And in the linear layout, you have to drag and drop two edit text boxes, one button and one text view. Either you can drag and drop in the graphical user interface, or else you can go to text perspective and you can type manually also. Studio will help you. That is what you have to do in the XML file. Coming to Java file, tell me total how many number of variables we have to declare. Since there are four visible components, we have to declare four variables above onCreate method. Two edit text box variables, one button variable and one text variable. Similarly, inside onCreate method, after set content view, initialize all variables using find view by id method, and after that finally you have to write button click listener, because this example contains one button. So we have to add those two numbers only when user clicks on add button. So the entire logic will go to button click listener. Let me briefly tell you what to do in button click listener. When user clicks on this button, in the button click listener, read the number entered in this edit text box into a string. Read this number also into a string. You may be wondering why we have to take string. Though user is entering number, you have to read it as string. Let us say first number I am taking into a variable f number and the second number into s number variable, and then third step you have to add both first number and the second number, and the result you have to apply to text view. Tell me how will you do this step? How will you read first number? et1 dot get text dot toString. Here I am assuming that et1 is a variable of edit text 1, first edit text box. Similarly, read second number et2 dot get text dot toString and club both the values and apply it on text view. How will you apply on the text view? While reading we will use get text, but while applying a new value we will use set text. So finally we will use tv.setText and final result we will set on the text view. This is Android Studio based assignment. Now I hope you have done the assignment. Let me show you the solution in Studio. Now let me create a new Studio project. I will name the application as Calculator Assignment. Click Next. Next. Select empty activity. Click Next and click Finish. Now let me go to Activity Screen Design XML. Now from design perspective, I will directly jump to text perspective. Let me minimize this preview. It will eat up your CPU time unnecessarily. Minimize this by clicking here. At any point of time, you can reopen later. First, I will remove relative layout and I will type linear layout. As you are typing, Studio will help you. Double click this. Now put cursor at the end of any line. Press enter. Now give orientation as vertical. select this orientation, select vertical. If you observe, you don't have to remember any property. As you are typing, everything is automatically shown by Studio. Now I'll go here. I will remove text view. So with this, I have taken vertical linear layout. As I told you already, layout is a container which can hold multiple rectangular boxes. As per our requirement, we are having multiple rectangular boxes 1, 2, 3, 4. To accommodate multiple rectangular boxes, we need a container. That container is some kind of layout. Remember that much. As of now, I will be discussing more about layouts later. Now I will go to design perspective. Now I will drag and drop two edit text boxes which are available in the text fields. Now we need only number. So I will take this number edit text box. 1, 2. You can observe edit text 2. The ID of first box is r.id.edit text. The ID of second edit text is r.id.edit text 2. Just below that, let me take a button, and below that, let me take a large text view to display final result. Now let me modify the properties. Here I will give the hint, enter first number. Which property you have to use? Select here, go to hint property, supply appropriate hint, second edit text box. Similarly for second edit text box also, supply appropriate hint, change the content of button to add. How will you change this? Either you can go to text property here, or else you can go to text property in the button, or else you can change here as add, or else in the design perspective only you can double click. You can change here also to add. After that, just click with your mouse here, it will automatically reflect. As I told you already, by default button will take all capital letters. Even though you have typed small letters, I will explain this later. As of now, don't worry too much about designing concept. We have separate sessions for applying color combinations and designing correctly. Now for large text also, let me change the text to result. After that, click here, it will reflect automatically. Can you tell what is the width of this button? Is it wrap content or match parent? This is wrap content. Match parent means it will occupy entire screen width. You can observe button width is wrap content. Now before proceeding to the Java code, first identify the IDs of all rectangular boxes. First one is edit text, r.id.edit text, edit text 2, button, and text view. We have to refer all these rectangular boxes with these names. Now I will go to activity, Java file. Now I will start writing the code. Declare all variables here. First edit text. I want to emphasize one important point here. Many times I have observed people will type with small letter edit text. Intelligence window will not be displayed because edit text is a class. Observe here. I will go to text perspective. Observe here. Edit text is a class. It is starting with capital letter. So intelligence window will come only if you type in capital letter. Probably in the future versions they will modify intelligence window. I think even if programmer types in a small letter also, it should recognize. Probably in the future versions they might upgrade Studio accordingly. But for time being I will type in capital letter edit text et1, et2. Though industry standard says in one line you can declare only one variable, for my convenience I am declaring both variables in one line itself. Similarly, I will declare button variable, button B. Observe, when I am declaring variables, I am starting a class name with capital letter. So similarly for text view, T capital letter, select text view, TV. These are just variable names. In place of this, you can take anything. Mostly, as per industry standards, variable names will start with small letters. Now step 2, initialize all variables. Whatever the variables you have taken, you have to make sure that you are using same variable names here. If it is capital letter, you have to use same capital letter. Now I will use find view by ID method. I don't have to type completely. I will pick from intelligence window. Make sure that R is capital letter. If you type with small letter, as I told you already, it won't recognize. Observe, it is showing something garbage. So R should be capital letter. R dot ID dot edit text. That is first edit text box. Alt enter. Typecast to edit text type. Similarly, et2 equal to find view by ID. R dot ID dot edit text to alt enter cast. Here one more important point. Mostly if you are looking at notebook and if you are typing in studio, there is a possibility that you will make some mistakes. Let me explain what type of mistakes you will make. If you are typing from notebook, same line you will type like this, et2, probably will not leave space before equal symbol. As per industry standard, you have to leave space. After equal symbol also leave some space. If you are writing directly from notebook, in that case you will type this parenthesis manually and then you will use find view by ID. You are not supposed to write like this. This type conversion should happen automatically by using alt enter. So you should not type like this. You have to type like this, et2 equal to, don't typecast, directly use find view by ID, R dot ID dot edit text to semicolon, then alt enter, then use cast. The advantage of doing like this is, if you are typing manually by looking at notebook, you may make spelling mistakes. For example, in your notebook you would have written small letter e. Observe, this will give error. Unnecessarily you will be in trouble. So what I am trying to say here is, don't depend too much on notebook. Take help of studio. Studio is better than your notebook. Similarly, initialize button, R dot ID dot button, alt enter, cast, select this. Similarly, TV equal to alt enter, cast. So with this, basic 2 steps are over. Here the important point is, no matter whether your program is small program or big project, the only difference is, for small programs less number of variables will be there and less number of initialization steps will be there. Similarly, for big project, more number of variables will be there and more button clicks will be there. In our case, only one button click listener. That is the only difference. Now step 3, write button click listener. Don't write button click listener after onCreate method. When I say after onCreate method, your onCreate method is starting at this symbol, line number 16, and it is ending at line number 27. So whatever you are writing, you have to make sure that you are writing inside onCreate method. Now I will use b dot set onClick listener. Select this, new space onClick listener. Either you can use mouse to select this or else simply press enter. Both are same only. Now we have to write addition logic here. First let me write this task in plain English statements. Our task is step A, read first number from edit text box 1, then read second number from edit text box 2, add both using plus, and display result on the text view 1. Let us see how to do this. Though user is entering numbers, still we have to read first in the string format. String S capital letter, string F number equal to. How will you read the value from first edit text box? First edit text is pointed by et1. So you have to say et1 dot get text, select this dot toString, semicolon. That means whatever user has entered in the first edit text box, that value will come in string format into f number variable. Similarly, string s number means second number, read edit text to value et2 dot get text dot to string. That's it. Now add both using plus symbol and display on the text view. You can do it directly. How will you display on the text view? TV is a variable which is pointing to your text view. You can observe line number 24. TV is pointing to your text view. This is your text view. So that added result we have to apply on text view. Set text. You can use plus symbol also to add two strings, f number plus s number. So with this our code is over. Now let me run the application. Let us see if output is coming correctly or not. Can you just guess whether output will come correctly or not? Let us say user has entered number 20 here and number 10 here. And when user clicks add button, can you tell me what will be displayed here? Will it display 30? No. There is a small problem in our logic. I will explain you. Rather than displaying 30, it will display 20 plus 10, 2010. Because you are adding two strings. When you try to add two strings, f number and s number, it will not add real value. It will club side by side. It will come in side by side fashion. Let me show you. Now I will start Genymotion. Now Genymotion has booted up. Now I will close background white window. That is not required. Now I will run the application from Studio. Now I have connected my laptop with phone as well as Genymotion. But let me show you output with Genymotion. Select this, click OK. Now it has launched the application on Genymotion. Now I will enter 20 in first box, 10 in second box, click add. It is displaying 2010. So that is a problem. Now let me show you how to rectify this problem. Here in step C, rather than adding f number and s number directly, first this f number should be converted to integer, then convert second number into integer, then add and take result into integer, then supply that result to text view. Let me show you how to do this. Int f equal to, do you know which method we have to use to convert string to integer? In Java, there is something called as integer.parseInt. To this method you can pass any string. That string value will be automatically converted to integer and that value will be stored in int f. To convert a string to integer, use integer.parseInt. To convert a string to float, you can use float.parsefloat and so on. So now first number is converted to integer and stored in f. Similarly, second number is also converted to integer and stored in variable s. Now, rather than printing f number plus s number, I will print f plus s. F is first integer value which was typed by user in edit text 1 and s is second number typed in edit text 2. Now if I run the application, can you guess the output? 20 is converted to integer, 10 is converted to integer, 20 plus 10, 30. But our expectation is wrong. Now if you run the application, our application will crash with a small pop-up window named as unfortunately application has stopped. Because if you observe f and s, what is the data type of f and s? Integer. You are adding two integers, so the result will be integer. But you are promising a text view dot set text. You are telling that I will supply text, but you are supplying integers. With this it will crash. Let me show you. That means you cannot supply integers here. You have to convert this to string. Before telling how to convert integer to string, first let me run the application and show you whether it will crash or not. Now I will type 20, 10, add. When I click add, automatically this will close and you can observe red color error marks in the background window. This window is called as logcat window, which will display error information. Using this error information, we can analyze the problem and we can fix the problem. Let me show you. Observe, unfortunately calculator has stopped. When this happens, don't click OK button. As I told you already, you have to go to logcat, search for errors. You can observe error here. Search for your file name in blue color. Your application is crashing in this Java file at this line number. Click this line number. See, cursor is blinking at setText method. You can observe here also. That means there is a problem with setText. Now let us see how to rectify this. I will take this into result. Integer result equal to first number plus second number. Now I will convert result into string and I will give to text view. For converting anything into string, there is a simple mechanism. If you add anything with a double quotation plus result. Blindly remember, if you add anything with a double quotation, that will become string. This is a string. Anything added to a string will automatically become string. Finally, we are converting integer result into a string. That string we are applying as setText. With this, let me run the application. With this technique, you can also convert float also into string type. Now I will type 20 and 10. Click add. Result is 30. Now let me change values to 30 and 40. Click add. It is 70. I hope you understood.